Member North Vancouver, Seymour.
Thank you, Chair. My questions to the Minister are about Mount Seymour. The first one is, how much of the BC Parks budget is going towards opening up more backcountry access?
Minister.
So I was used to looking across there. Thank you, Chair, and through you to the member. Just as a general budget overview, we have $1.5 million throughout the province for backcountry facility maintenance, and that includes trails. We also have $500,000 this year and $1 million next year for capital contingencies for backcountry facilities. I can't at the moment say what percentage of that will be dedicated to Mount Seymour, but ADM Standen would be happy to meet with the member if the member has particular areas or trails that she thinks are important priorities for her community, so they can be built into the planning.
Member.
Thank you for that. Is there any funding for more parking at Mount Seymour? And what work is being done to address parking issues at peak winter times? And will BC Parks open the road earlier, 5 a.m. to accommodate pre-work backcountry users and lessen crowding at busy times?
Minister.
Thank you, Chair. And through you to the member, on the parking issue, we know there's a problem. We can't make the decision unilaterally. We have to work with the ski hill on the answer. Parking is going to be part of the answer, but it won't be the only part of the answer. There's other things we need to look at, whether it's a shuttle bus. There's a balance of interests here, so we will be working on that. And again, the member may want to compile the various issues about which she wishes to speak to ADM Standen and address those as well. In terms of opening times, we have to reopen a contract in order to do that, so we'll take it under advisement. I invite her to speak with ADM Standen about it, but we can't make that unilaterally. It is a contractual issue.
Member.
Thank you very much, Chair, and thank you for the offer to, with my other Mount Seymour questions, I will definitely ask your ADM. I appreciate that. So I have one last question. The Minister is probably aware that there is a proposal for a private company to put a compost facility in the top of Mount Seymour. Obviously, it's not very popular. It's certainly not very popular with me and not very popular with the district of North Van. It's adjacent to a picnic site. There's wildlife. There's also the possibility of attracting bears, which are significant issues in North Vancouver. So I'm wondering whether or not the Minister is familiar with that. Has Parks had a statement about it? And if they do have a statement or concerns, what are those concerns?
Minister.
Thank you, Chair. We recently became aware of this proposal. It's not actually, I don't think, in the park, but adjacent to it. And if it's over 5,000 tons, it would require permitting by the ministry. If it's under it, it would not. But frankly, we don't have enough detail at this point. So we'll take the question and happy to respond in writing in the near future. Or when we have the answer, I guess is a better way to say it.